Hope you've all had a good weekend. Whatever you did, probably not much. I've just finished work for the day, and oh my god, that was a busy one. But it's good. It's okay. I'm coping. Got nice colleagues. Oh, my back door's just slammed. It's quite windy here, but it's lovely and warm in the sun. Got Jack sat here next to me sunbathing, so I thought I'd come and sit outside and keep him company, but now he's ran off. But what do you think of those little seedlings? I've become a bit obsessed actually. Like I've inserted 2 clips at the beginning, and you can see in the space of 4 hours how much they've grown. It's like I keep calling William down to come and look at them, so I can't wait to see what they're like tomorrow. I'll try not to bore you too much with veg cam. Let's not hold up too much hope that they'll ever actually make it into vegetables that we're going to eat, because with previous experience, by the time they get transferred outside, they pretty much don't make it. So anyway, it's lunchtime here now, so I think Lawrence has just got the kettle on, have a cup of coffee, and I don't know what I'm going to do today. I'm definitely avoiding the supermarket for reasons of the last vlog. And I don't know if I'm gonna, I know I keep saying this, but I think I should try and paint that chair, but I'm just, at the moment my head's too full, like work full, so I'll see. I'm gonna drink a coffee, I'm gonna have some lunch, and then I'm just gonna regroup and decide what needs to be done today. For sure I need to do laundry. It's really nice outside, but my gosh, that wind, it's blowing a gale. I don't know how many times I've picked up pieces of paper and cloths from the garden while I was trying to paint out there. But anyway, you can see I've finished my chair. I know it was like bright yellow and bright pink, but I always intended to antique it, so it's got that sort of beat up layers of old paint kind of effect to it. Fingers crossed. The other thing is, surprise, I checked my email, and apparently yesterday I had my very first Etsy sale. I set up the shop, I don't even know how long ago it was now, and in it I had a few things in it, and I've only got, I think I've got like really these gorgeous super chunky thick like scarves or shawls in there, and I don't know, 3 or 4 pairs of earrings I had. And it was just to set it up, and then I haven't done anything with it because I've been so busy. So I sort of set it up and forgot about it, and then somebody bought a pair of earrings from me yesterday in Holland. So yeah, my first Etsy sale. So yeah, I really have to get knuckled down and, you know, start stocking up on that. Maybe this week I can make some more jewelry, because yeah, it's coming up to the season. People are stuck in online shopping, so if I can do 1 or 2 trips to the post office every week, we'll see. I don't know. I mean, it's taken this long to get one sale, so who knows? Maybe in another 6 months I'll get another sale. Well, anyway, I just, you know, if you're a maker, if you create, you know, you always make stuff and then you have way too much of it, and you know, at some point you have to start trying to recuperate the costs a little bit. So that's all I'm doing it for, really. I just enjoy making it, and if it can pay for itself, everything I make, great. Okay, well, I've come up to get my computer, which is still on my desk from this morning, and I'm going to go down now and sit in the garden for a little while, because yeah, it's like an oven in here. It is so hot, and I'm actually really tired. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just so tired. Oh, that's all I ever say. All I ever say is I'm so tired. I need a coffee and I'm hungry. Just set up for work and I have my coffee. What do you think of those seeds? I'm getting really excited about them. They're just growing. The peppers and what was the other one we planted? Chives. Nothing happening there. But the cucumbers, tomato and broccoli are just rampant. I did have some bigger plastic plant pots that I'd received plants in, and then I'd repotted them and I'd kept them. I knew I had, and I found them yesterday stashed in the garden where I'd left them, and as I said yesterday, it was so windy. They've blown away. So I don't know if they're in the garden somewhere. I haven't been out to look. I just know I could see them from the door and they're not there this morning. So, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to Google what to do with these seedlings, because normally the ones the free ones we get from the supermarket now and again, they just come in like tiny little pots, and the seeds are actually in paper. So you just put the piece of paper in the little pot, add water because it's that cocoa peat stuff, and then when they get too big, you plant the whole thing. The little container is also like made of some kind of biodegradable soil material, I don't know, cocoa maybe, and then you just put that. So when I transferred all the seedlings a couple of years ago into a bigger container, I just literally had to plop them in and fill it up with soil, and they were doing really, really well. Obviously the salad rocket was doing really well. Carrots were doing really well. I mean, we literally had like 2 or 3 of everything. It was so tiny. But we went on vacation and I forgot to ask my neighbour to water them, and then when we got back, we'd had a really, really bad heat wave here, and everything had just like fried and dried and whatever. I mean, it was nice. The experience was fun to do. I think you're wonky. Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to say my famous line again. I am exhausted, and the reason I'm genuinely exhausted because I've not had enough sleep today. And I think it must have been around 5 o'clock this morning. Jack started barking, and he's not really. So Jack, he barks. Sorry, I need to keep one of these on in case I get a call. He is a yapper, but it's always if you say, do you want to go for a walk, he goes nuts. Like he's never been walked before, even though he goes out at least 4 times a day. Or when he's playing with his ball, then he barks. But for the rest, he'll bark if somebody walks a bit too close to the house, and at night, not really. And anyway, about 5 o'clock this morning, I heard him barking, and then only for a short while, and then he stopped, and I listened and I couldn't hear anything, and I thought maybe a cat had gone past, made a sound, and and then I heard another dog barking, and I had my earplugs in, and I was like, I don't recognise that bark. So anyway, I got up and looked out of the window, and the street is full with 4 police vans, police everywhere, police dogs, flashlights. I got a fright. I was really like, oh my god, what's going on here? And then there was a car a bit further down the street with the boot open, and it was sort of like it looked like it had just been dumped. And anyway, the police dogs were sniffing, and then they were searching in. There's like all these elderly people live over the road from us, and they were searching all the bushes and gardens there. And then I don't know, eventually one of the vans left, and then Lawrence and I just tried to get back to sleep, but of course I couldn't sleep. I think I fell asleep about 7, and then I had to be up at 8. So I'm really like, but anyway, I asked my neighbour, because it was all happening outside her house. I mean, we had a police van outside ours, but the strange car was literally by her house, and she could hear the conversations that were going on. And then she's checked Twitter this morning, and apparently it was a break-in at the one of the local supermarkets, not the one that I go to. There's one sort of a little bit further out, and yeah, they'd broken in. So we're guessing like cigarettes and alcohol, things like that, they would have been stealing. So I'm interested. I hope we catch them, but nothing ever happens like that in our village. It's quite shocking, like a man chase. But don't know, that particular supermarket, it's really off the beaten track. It's on a main road, but it's sort of set back, and there's nobody lives around it, and it's, yeah, it actually looks like an old warehouse really. So, and it's got really good connections there. You can go in different directions to towns and subsequently to motorways. So I don't know if it was necessarily like local organized crime, or maybe just gangs doing the rounds. I don't know, I'm speculating now, but anyway, it was quite scary. And then Lawrence said at 7 a pickup truck came and took the car away. So I'm assuming that was also a stolen car. But wow, yeah, it was quite scary. Also, it's like, what really, really scummy people there are. I mean, we're in one of the worst situations that we'll hopefully ever experience in our lifetime. And then you've got just, low life doing things like that. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it is a chain supermarket. They're not doing well. None of the stores are doing well. Our economy is going to take a massive hit. I don't know. And then I saw on the news that there'd been like demonstrations in America. I think the UK, there was demonstrating. Somebody, Stuart, Claire's husband, mentioned the other day that people have been damaging or setting fire to 5G towers because, some conspiracy theories come out now that, people are getting the virus from the from the 5G towers. And what I witnessed, and I know a few of you commented on my last vlog, like this sort of rise in hysteria. I think it's actually, we're just experiencing what's going on a bigger scale around the place. I think we're getting like lockdown fever, clearly. Anyway, tonight, so it's Tuesday today, yeah. Tonight, the Dutch Prime Minister is going to make an announcement about the lockdown situation, whether it will be an extension, whether they already have like a rollout plan. I think they're also going to discuss schools, if like some of the primary schools will open. We'll see. So yeah, I don't know, interesting. Let's see what they say. Okay, I really have to get on. I've got quite a lot of stuff to do this morning, so I'll catch you later. Just come to sit in the garden again with Jack. It's the sun is lovely and warm, but gosh, this wind again. Oh, you don't want to see the state of the garden. I've got this plastic packet full of empty cola bottles that we take to the supermarket, and they give you money back on the empties, which normally we give them to the kids and they spend it on chocolates. It's quite good. They get 25 cents a bottle, but the wind's just sort of picked it up, and there's cola bottles scattered around the garden. But anyway, it's not put me off sitting out because the sun is so warm. I started working on this last night. Mentioned it before, one of my Instagram friends, Hazel, at the Crofters, she's been making these gorgeous like kitsch padded crochet hearts, and they're beautiful. I'm not sure she follows a pattern. I just got like a heart, a plique motif tutorial off YouTube. I don't remember which one it was now. And then I just edged single crochet and then picot. And then I want to do like a little, I don't know, a flower or something in the middle. I thought they were really cute to make. I mean, hers are gorgeous. So, yeah. Fortunately, the pack of wool I've got, I don't think you get 2 of each colour. Bought it years ago. It was from Hamer, their own brand acrylic yarn. It's not very nice to work with, I must admit. And I bought it because it reminds me of like the Cath Kidston's kind of colours. You know, like these nice baby blues, reds, pinks. But you get 2 balls of each colour. But unfortunately, this heart used 1 ball and a bit. So I'm going to have to do a different coloured heart for the back, or maybe even fabric. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Just wanted a little quick project to have a go at. Okay, I'm going to just sit back and relax a bit. What's the chances of fall asleep? Dutch Prime Minister given us an update. So just coming out for a walk. This wind still, it's gorgeous, it's lovely and warm. My gosh, the wind. But they're gonna, primary schools are returning on the 11th of May, 50%. So I think they'll do like split sessions is what I understand. So if half the group goes in the morning, half the group, that's how they'll adhere to the distancing rule. And then I think businesses will start opening the week after. No, like, sorry, Jack's just having a little scrap with the dog. No public events, like group gatherings, until September. So, see what my company says in the morning when I log on. But we half expected it, to be honest with you. So anyway, so we get out, have a little walk around. On a separate note, just heard Kath Kidson's gone into administration. Absolutely gutted. I love that store. It's one of the highlights in my visits back home, visiting the Kath Kidson store. And also, if you like that sort of bop style, Lindy Bop's also gone into administration. Wow, very, very sad state of affairs right now. I'm going to enjoy this nice evening stroll, blow off the cobwebs. Jack is panting like you can't believe. You can hear him. That was really nice because the street by the school, there was no cars at all, so Lawrence was just kicking the ball for him. So he's definitely going to sleep tonight, providing we don't have any more police arrive in the neighbourhood. Anyway guys, I'm going to wrap up the vlog here and say once again, thanks for joining me. Hope you're all okay. What news have you got about lockdown in your countries or regions? Hope you're hanging on in there. I think we're almost on the home stretch now. Fingers crossed. Stay safe. Keep smiling. Keep positive. See you in the next vlog. Bye.